Shalom, it's Tehila from the Kefar, and in this video, I am going to talk to you about numbers and things that you need to know when you are using numbers and counting in Hebrew. So we're going to go over gender when it comes to numbers, and then also special rules for numbers 1 and 2. Okay, and as always, like, share my videos, subscribe to my channel. If you want to learn Hebrew online beyond these videos, go to thekefar.com/Hebrew. The link is in the description, and you can sign up to learn by yourself, with friends, with family, as often as you would like. You can sign up at whatever times work for you, and you can also join a group class. So numbers, like many things in Hebrew, have gender. So we have both masculine numbers and feminine numbers. And numbers is actually one of the only, if not the only, area that I can think of in Hebrew where the default is actually feminine. So if I just say count from 1 to 20, you're going to count using the feminine numbers. If I ask for your phone number, feminine numbers. If I ask for your age or your address, feminine numbers. You use the masculine numbers when you are counting masculine nouns, and then also when you are giving the date also takes place using masculine numbers. And when we talk about feminine and masculine numbers, numbers 1 through 19 have a gender, and then numbers 20, 30, 40, 50, etc., there's only one. So say, for instance, we have the number 33. The number 30 is shloshim, okay? And that is, it goes for both genders. So it doesn't have a gender. 30 is just shloshim, regardless of what gender the noun is that you're counting. But then when I pick the 3 that I use will depend, or the gender of the 3 that I use will depend on the gender of whatever it is that I'm counting. So 33 boys would be shloshim ushlosha, okay? Because shlosha is the masculine 3. And 33 girls would be shloshim veshalosh, okay? Because shalosh is the feminine 3. So shalosh is feminine and shlosha is masculine. And be very careful when it comes to numbers, because the numbers, the ones that sound feminine, the ones that end in a, are actually the masculine numbers. So shlosha, arba'a, chamisha, etc., those are actually the masculine numbers, and the rest are the feminine numbers. So shalosh, arba, chamesh, etc. And if you're wondering why I said shloshim ushlosha versus shloshim veshalosh, the u versus the ve, check out that video. I have it linked in the description below that explains how to say and in Hebrew, how we pronounce it. Okay, so that's one thing to know when it comes to genders. Another thing is that we have a special rule when we are counting 1 or 2 of something, or when our final count is 1 or 2. So for all of the numbers, with the exception of number 1, it follows the same order that we use in English. So 2 girls, 3 boys, 5 cats. Okay, the number followed by the object that's being counted. And it's the same in Hebrew from 2 all the way up. The number followed by the object that we're counting. For number 1, however, we switch that order. So the 1 comes after the object as opposed to before. So 1 boy, yeled echad. Okay, echad meaning 1 masculine, and 1 girl, yalda achat. Okay, achat being 1 feminine. And again, for number 1, the number comes after the object that's being counted. Okay, so that's the special rule for number 1. The rule for number 2 is when your final count of something is 2 boys, 2 girls, 2 cars, 2 houses, etc., instead of using shtaim and shnaim, okay, which mean 2, shtaim being feminine and shnaim being masculine, we use shtei and shnei. So shtei is feminine, that's 2 of something, okay? Shtei yeladot, 2 girls, shtei nashim, 2 women, shtei smalot, 2 dresses, etc. And for the masculine, we use shnei, okay? So shtei feminine and shnei masculine. Shnei yeladim, 2 boys, shnei gvarim, 2 men, shnei batim, 2 houses, etc. Okay, so when your final count is number 2, you're saying there are 2 of something, or 2 whatever. It's shtei for feminine instead of shtaim, and shnei for masculine instead of shnaim. Okay, so this is just, again, when your final count is 2. So there's 2 of something. If I ask you for your phone number and that includes a 2, we're just going to use the regular shtaim. If I'm asking you to count from 1 to 20 for whatever reason, achat, shtaim, etc., etc. It's just when you're presenting your final count, 2 of something, Shtay feminine and Shnei masculine. Okay, so just to recap, numbers have genders, okay, from 1 all the way up to 19. When you count by tens starting at 20, they don't have a gender. But then whatever digit is in the ones place, you just pick the digit depending on the gender that you need. Remember also that the numbers that sound feminine are actually the masculine numbers. The number 1 comes after the object that you're counting, as opposed to with all the rest of the numbers which come before. And when you use the number 2 to say 2 of something, it's shtay feminine and shnei masculine. Okay, so that's all for today. Zeu, toda ala tzfiya. Thank you for watching. Again, like this video, share, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to support videos like these, become a member of the Kefar Patreon community, patreon.com/thekefar, and you also get access to bonus videos and perks that don't appear anywhere else. Okay, so that's all, and I will see you for the next video. Lehitraot.